Hello, my name is Tarina. I have been basically going backwards into family members, and I'm at the point in my life to where I need to really let it go. I noticed that every time I go backwards, now this is the type of person that I am. When I go backwards to seeing someone, it better be good. It better be something that I'm willing to work with. Okay, it better be something that I'm missing out on. I realize when I go backwards to past family members, sometimes it's not a good idea. And the reason why I say that because if you're the type of person that has been in a mode of not being treated well. That's what I want to say, not being treated well or favoritism was in your family. I would say don't go backwards. I noticed in my family members, in my past, they have had favorites. And I was the type of person in the family that was. Have you ever seen Home Alone? How the little boy was getting treated? um, Macaulay Culkin played Home Alone. He played in Home Alone, and he wasn't the best child up in the family. That's how my lifestyle is with my family members, okay, and all the kids in my family. I was like the odd one looking in, the odd one, or the problem child. And some of them battles that was going on in the past wasn't even my battles. Some battles I had to fight that wasn't even mine that made me the problem child. And I'm like, oh my God, and I would go to my great grandma, or I would go to her, may her soul rest in peace, but I would go to her and look for a little bit of remorse or sympathy or some type of lean on me with her. It did not work out. Okay, she would take in the other child, and the other child didn't even work hard enough, didn't even push the shovel, didn't even push towards the strength to even gain the remorse, to even deserve anything, deserve any of that kindness. And then at the end, I would be looked down on. And I didn't like that type of childhood. I didn't like the torments. I didn't like any of that. It's like I had to be lacking behind on something when I know that I was supposed to be front center page. Or should I say, the front page of things. I was supposed to have been seen. I was supposed to have been acknowledged, honored. That did not happen. Okay? And as I grew up, I started to work harder. I started to go to school like I supposed to. I started to get my own personal life, my own family. I ended up being with someone that I probably wasn't even for me, but at that time, when you're out there in the street searching for someone to love you for who you are or gain something out of that, you end up finding whatever you can grasp that would pay attention to you or that would be there willingly for you to listen to you, understand you. You look for the understanding. That's what you look for. You look for the love. You search the streets for someone that could be your family, someone that could be your friend. Okay, other than your family members. That's when you talk about gangsters, or you talk about the the thugs, the pimps. You talk about other people that are working. You go into the mode of urging for that love that you are missing out on, that you cannot find in your own household with your own family members. So as you grow up, you develop your own type of family, your own type of union, uh your own type of foundation, should I say, your foundation, your happily foundation. That's what you develop. You develop in your household with your kids, with the man that you love or the woman that you love. You have your own babies. You develop your own family. That's why you get married. That's why you have kids. That's why you have a career. These are the things that make you who you are when you grow up, when you become wise and you have the guidance, you become strong. Okay? You have to have money, you have to have love, you have to have peace, you have to have respect, you have to have all of those things. You have to have some type of happily foundation that's going to make you keep going every day to do the things that you got to do in your life for you to bounce back and forth and then go beyond the point of your life becoming extraordinary. Should I say, I'm going to use the word extraordinary. Because everybody trying to get a perfect, extraordinary life. Everybody wants that. No one likes to be looked down on. No one likes to be the bad one. Nobody likes to be the monster. And every time, and I just struggle really hard with my mother. I've always had a relationship with my mother that I have to struggle. It's personal things behind that I'd rather not talk about. But I have struggled with the relationship with my mother. I don't have a good relationship with her. I'm not close with her like that. We seem to be close, but we're not close. Um, yeah, you will see her probably in a courtroom, but then I don't even need her. Sometimes I don't even want her around me because of our relationship. I believe when you're 42 years old, you're supposed to have it all figured out. You don't even supposed to be sitting up here in no shelter. You don't supposed to be sitting up there. People don't even supposed to be loaning you out no money like that. You know, you don't even supposed to be out busted, broken, beat down. Not at no 42. When I used to see my daddy out on a corner doing his thing and stuff like that, and my mom used to always overlook him, push him away and stuff. Sometimes I would think that sometimes it was her attitude that was doing that. Her ego, her stuck up ways. And then I thank her for keeping me away from it, but at the same token, she didn't deal with it the way she was supposed to have dealt with that. I know you cannot mold anybody, you cannot make them be the man that you want them to be to their children, but you could have helped out with some type of motivation. Maybe that's what she did in the past when they first met in high school. I don't know. But my mother had me at such a young age, I don't think she was even ready to be a parent. My mother had me at 16. I'm just going to go ahead and on and say that. 15 or 16, one of those ages. All I know is she was not ready to be a mother. My daddy was 19. I do know for sure he was 19. She was not ready to be a no mother. She was not ready for that. What the hell do you know about being a mother at 15 to 16? And I will always throw that in her face. And I always say, oh, I will be better than you one day. I will always say that to her because I always prayed that I would be better than that. I didn't want to get pregnant young. I didn't want to have my kids really young. I wanted to show her an example of the way she should have been. Okay? And when I got my company, UAOE Arts Entertainment, I got that company because I wanted to work a job. I couldn't work a full-time job. I could work a mobile job at home. I got that company because I've had a background. I couldn't work a normal job that I regularly would work at a lab tech as a lab tech or as a caregiver. Caregiver was just a downgrade, but no, really I graduated from Illinois Schools to Health Careers as a medical assistant. Then I went and got a job as a lab tech. That was a blessing for me. I dropped everything I got to come to Tucson, Arizona to be with her. And I am sick of that's the worst mistake that I could have made in coming to Tucson, Arizona in 2006 because I came here to be with my mother. She took off, left, went to another state, left me behind. I didn't want to go with her. So she really didn't leave me behind because I really didn't want it was both ways around though, but I really didn't want to go with her. I got tired of following up behind her because we always we always shoot each other out. We would never be the mother and the daughter that most mothers and daughters will be. If you ever have a daughter, you will always clash with her. But at the end, that's supposed to be your most love. Over any man out there, over any boyfriend, over husband, whatever you call it. Lesbian, if your mama a lesbian, your daughter's supposed to have been your first best friend because you pushed her out your room. Or you could say bisexual. You got lesbians out there with kids, bisexual women, lesbians that adopt children. That's supposed to be your first love right there. Because you are molding them to love you anyway. When you get a child, you're molding them to love you. But in this situation, it is what it is. I'm ready to push on, go about my business. I can't keep running after something that I'm looking for that I would never find. And then those hugs are fake. I don't want nobody touching me if they not willing to love me the right way. I don't want no man, no woman touching my body, hugging me, kissing me on my cheek or my forehead if they're not willing to spiritually love me the right way, from the heart, the spirit, the mindset, you know. I'm done with it. I'm done looking for it. I'm done with it. I want my own lifestyle, regardless of the family members that I came from. I am not parading the fact that, oh, I come from this type of family, so therefore, I deserve this. Or, oh, I come from this type of family, so, I believe that, that's supposed to have been my money too. No, it doesn't work like that. All because I come from a family that had money does not mean that I'm searching for other people that gotta have money, or I'm searching for somebody else to leash off of. It's not happening like that. It wasn't my money from the jump. Yeah, I'm sleepy, I'm tired, I'm wind down. You get tired sometimes. You just get tired of running after something that ain't there. If you can have all the money in the world and not have the love. You can have all the money in the world and not have peace. You can have all the money in the world and not have happiness. I grew up in a family that had money, that have money, that have worked a lot, that probably used to be victims, probably had a few lawsuits that became wealthy. It's not my business how they got the damn money. What is my business is that where I'm going, what I'm doing with my life. It ain't got shit to do with my family members and their backgrounds, and their financial backgrounds, and how they were in Chicago, Illinois. They ain't got nothing to do with me. You always get somebody. I heard this Mexican once say, "Oh, there go that West Sider from Chicago, Illinois." I cannot believe she's struggling with all that money that she had, that they had. First of all, it wasn't my money in Chicago, Illinois. Yes, you grew up in that type of family. It was not my money. It was not my money. I was fortunate enough to grow up like that, yes. But it was not my money, honey. And money does not float the boat around the world any longer. Like I said, you can have all that money and still be unhappy. If anything, you become a target. You got some wealthy men out there, wealthy women out there that is fighting to keep their money every day. They don't have real friends. They don't have real family members because everybody's after their money. Everybody's trying to take from them. They don't trust anybody. They walk around in paranoia because everybody wants something from them or they think somebody wants something from them. That's the way the wealthy people are out there. They think everybody wants something from them. They think everybody wants to be them. They they will if you can't give them anything, they're gonna try to snatch it from you because they think that the world belongs to them. You got wealthy people out there like that. They think the whole damn world belongs to them. So they'll take from you before you can take for them. It's like a little competition. Those people are very unhappy. I remember having my email and my Facebook hacked, my TikTok hacked. I've had a lot of my items being hacked, my ideas being hacked. Those people who hack those accounts, those emails are not happy. My mother always said, "Oh, I was miserable." I'm like, I'm not the one that's going in people's accounts. I'm not stalking anybody. If I look up an old best friend or a past best friend, I'm just seeing how you doing. I'm not stalking. I mean, it's if it's public profile, if it's a public profile, I'm not stalking. That's not stalking. My YouTube is public. It's public for a reason. It's for people to like it, understand it, or leave it alone. It's not stalking. If you happen to go on my YouTube page, it is not stalking. I don't believe that it's stalking. If I'm becoming a public figure to want you to look at my YouTube, you're not stalking me. You didn't come to my house. Now, when you start coming to my house, then that's stalking. When you start coming over to my house, to my hotel room, or wherever I'm at, that's private, that you don't even supposed to be going into, that right there, honey, is stalking. I don't think any of these people are going to follow me home on my YouTube. I don't think anybody on social media going to follow me home. Or follow me to anywhere that's private and family members. I don't think they're going to do that. I hope not, shit. But anyway, this is Tarina Hines. You have a great day. I'm going to get me some rest and wake up for the next day. God be with me on whatever decision that I make. Be with my children. God, take care of anything I cannot handle. I pray that everything goes well. If I need healing, when I need healing, restore that within me. Any hurt, any pain, God, you go ahead of me and resolve that, seal that, and make me feel brand new all over again. God, you know the things that has been happening in my life. And if for anyone out there who doesn't understand, help them to understand. Help them to respect the fact that we all go through struggles, strives, tribulations. We all go through torments. We all go through terrific things, terrifying things. We all go through a lot in life that makes us who we are today, and it all happens for a reason. Thank you, Lord, for giving me these words to speak. Thank you, Lord, for being there when you have to be there for me and my children. I thank you for everything. I'm going to close this prayer up. Sweet dreams. Give me sweet dreams, sweet vision. Give me the spiritualism, the spiritual. that I need to see, that I need to know about. The spiritual guidance that we all need. Thank you. You have a great day and good night. Serena Hines. Much love, y'all.